Now let me turn to Mr. Manoj Sethi, who is also the co-chairman of this convention. I would like him to take the perspective of a person who has responsibilities in multiple leadership roles. Most certainly the HR role and the IT role, but as a leader of the organization. And he's also in an organization with multiple locations. So what Mr. Bali ended with, how do you take everyone, including the vendors, into this movement? And the question after that is that how do you take all the people, not just some managers and so on, into this framework? And the third question is, how do you make sure that your overall systems, processes, your ERPs and everything is tuned to the environment so that they produce the right kind of results?
Thank you, Chairman. Fantastic question. I believe I will possibly add value to some of these points. Very importantly, as we were discussing yesterday also, that culture building around the overall ecosystem that we are looking at propelling through TCM is the key thing. So in terms of taking all the stakeholders along is the first and the foremost thing. So we have been ever since kind of thinking and practicing on seeing that, okay, all the stakeholders in the value chain, starting with our own employees, the vendor base, and the customer side basically, are all integrated into one whole basically whenever it comes to doing any new product development, launch of the product, and basically coming out to the next level platforms which are coming in. For every segment, we have differential programs. Coming to specifically the vendor side, we have a sub-vendor upgradation program where all our vendors are supposed to go through some cluster programs with differential themes on quality, on cost, and all other best practices that we have on. For example, lately we introduced even the enterprise risk management to our vendor base, so that we have undisrupted supply chain inputs coming into us from a regular base. So these programs are coupled with the recognition and reward programs for them. We hold an annual vendor conference where all the vendors are supposed to come in, and the ones who have excelled in the presence of rest of the vendors, they make their own presentations, and then possibly the ones who have done well, they are rewarded by giving some best vendor award on cost, best vendor award on quality, and other things which are there. And on the people front, we have a regular mechanism of periodic events like, as I talked about that, okay, we have annual cost innovation week, which happens every year in the month of January, where all the employees are supposed to generate ideas involving themselves and very interestingly their families also. We tell them to come up with kaizens, we tell them to come with posters and other things basically where the teams participate. And gradually what we are realizing is that, okay, this complete involvement of the complete ecosystem and all the people in the system is helping us. Yes, when we started off with this journey, from the vendor side, there used to be some resistance, assuming that, okay, if we reveal our cost data to the vendors, this is the flip side of it basically, how they are going to look at cost reduction programs for the annual cost downs and everything. But we have dispelled with that. We have just made sure that, okay, we don't ask cost reduction based on these kind of programs. So you have to possibly continuously nurture this trust in the people and the rewards and recognition programs to really take it forward on the same. That's all from my side.